Summer is here, my friends, and Aldi is a great place to shop for summer items at super rock bottom prices. So let's walk around and show you things you should be buying here at Aldi this summer, like burgers for the grill, hot dogs for the grill, really refreshing drinks, snacks, salad items, and more. And of course, they're all Bobby approved and they're really economical because we're shopping here at Aldi. Before we talk about something new at Aldi, like these grass-fed burgers, we have a price drop alert. Price drop alert. The 100% grass-fed organic beef is now down to $4.99. They rolled the price back a full $1. Limit 4. Wow, what an amazing deal. For burger season, that's great. But speaking of burgers, the manager told me the other day that these are seasonal for the summer only. They're Aldi grass-fed ground beef patties. The only problem is, and maybe I gotta ask them, it doesn't say anywhere on the packaging that it's 100% grass-fed, but I gotta think it is, considering all they have here is 100% grass-fed ground beef. I'll double check it, but the reason why I like it, it's $5.49 for a pound. So they did the work for you and formed it, and it's $5.49. Unbelievable deal. Unbelievable deal. But it doesn't stop there, because for the summer and periodically, you can find steak cuts here that are 100% grass-fed, and they got them right now. Look at this. This is ribeye steaks, and these are New York strip steaks. It has really nice marbling, and they call out, it's grass-fed, grass-finished, but the price, $12.99 a pound for ribeyes, and $11.99 for strip steaks. Golly, we were at Sam's Club the other month making that comparison video to Costco, and I swear, correct me if I'm wrong, this is cheaper than the Sam's Club price per pound. That is really, really impressive. What cut are you? Are you a strip person or a ribeye? I'll take a well-marbled ribeye any day, but I'll take both, to be honest. So that, and look at this, 100% grass-fed beef skirt steak, a nice fatty cut that has a lot of natural collagen. So summertime, in the chill chest, steaks Bobby approved, ground beef with the price reduction Bobby approved, and the burgers, we think they're Bobby approved, but they still need more investigation. Gotta love shopping at Aldi. Only they would put a cold brew coffee that you can't even see. They don't even care here. They don't make it open so you can see the name of it. But if you do pull it over the top, it's pretty darn new. It's organic cold brew coffee medium roast. You get a big bottle here for $4.99. This is actually one of the better ones I've seen on the market. So yes, it's organic, but look at the ingredients here. It's regenerative organic certified cold brew coffee. And it says specifically on the side here, it's made with regenerative organic beans. Regen farming is very good for the soil and soil health. In turn, makes really nutrient dense, high quality food for you and I. So this is cold brew that you would pour over ice with a little bit of cream or half and half. It is strong though. See what it says right here? A 12-ounce serving has 198 milligrams of caffeine, which is kind of like 2 cups of coffee. So be a little careful with that. But this is super high quality. On a hot day, nothing beats this. And what is the benefit of cold brew? It's cold extracted for about 24 hours, and it's a lower acid, which makes it more tummy friendly. And yes, there is another bottle right next to it of Barismo medium roast iced coffee, but you're better off with organic cold brew regen. Even though you can't see it, reach behind and grab it, you'll love it. Super quick break from the video because Armra Colostrum wanted to sponsor it, and my link down below gets you 20% off your first order of Armra. In here is colostrum, which is the backbone of the immune system. And the way to take it is just dry scoop it directly in your mouth, like that. I do that 1 to 2 times every day. Desi does it, and I put it in a roses smoothie too, because what is colostrum? It's the backbone of the immune system. And see what it says right there? It has hundreds of living bioactives in there, which are really good for your gut barrier, immune barrier, and more. And it comes from grass-fed cattle. And see where it says cold chain technology? It's never heated. So you preserve the living bioactives in there, which are incredibly beneficial. And yes, they pay me to help them promote, but I would talk about it anyway because this stuff is great. If you want to try it, my link down below, once again, gets you 20% off your first order, tried this colostrum, it is awesome. Does anybody know what cold brew green tea is? I mean, I've heard of iced tea that you just steep overnight, but this is cold brew. Doesn't say the benefits of it, but it does say it's sweetened with high fructose corn syrup here to the tune of 20 grams per container, which is 5 teaspoons of high fructose corn syrup. So whatever that means. The reason why I'm here is what's perfect beverage on a hot summer day? Coconut water. And I thought this would be their equivalent dupe of like Vita Coco, but it's better because Vita Coco has added sugar. And this one here is just one ingredient, pure coconut water, and that's it. And you get a 6-pack for $7.99. Does it get cheaper than that? Now, longtime viewers of the channel will know I prefer the coconut water in the refrigerated section because it's not high heat pasteurized and has more living nutrition. To live on the shelf here, it has to be pasteurized with heat, but it's still good. And it's actually a great source of minerals. So do they call it out here? Look at that. A serving has 10 to 20% of your daily value of potassium because it's rich in natural electrolytes. So if you like coconut water, which is super tasty and a natural hydrating elixir on a hot summer day, and you like saving money, you can't beat this. As we fire up the grill this summer, we need items to put on them. And like the traditional hot dogs, right? We all know they're not Bobby approved. They're mystery meat. They're what I call lips and buttholes with a lot of bad ingredients on the back. But this is one of the best hot dogs on the market. It's organic hot dogs that in small print is 100% grass-fed for $4.29. That beats the pants off of any other grocery store. And all it is organic beef with mustard powder, celery juice powder, white pepper, mace, onion powder, and 7 grams of protein per link. No mystery meat, no added preservatives and nasty stuff like that. Totally delicious and Bobby approved for that price. Way better than the alternative that you and I grew up on. Don't sleep on this little section here. Obviously you don't want the flavored waters and the Gatorades and whatnot, but this is an Italian bottle knockoff of Pellegrino in glass bottles. Now they have the plastic bottle ones, which I wouldn't get, but I love a good mineral sparkling water chilled on a hot summer day. And because it's Italian mineral water, it's their version of Pellegrino, but way cheaper. It's $1.59, and this type of water has natural minerals in there, which are good for you, and natural electrolytes, but the glass bottle is a way to go. So technically the plastic one is cheaper, but we've talked about this in the past. Plastic bottles of water should always be avoided because they just find so many nanoparticles of plastic in there, and you don't know how long that water's been sitting in there, if it's been in hot storage or sunlight's hitting it. Glass is the way to go. This is very refreshing, chilled for $1.59, winning the glass game, not the plastic game. If you like kombucha, come to Kombucha Corner here. And you can get Health Aid, which is nice, but it's a little pricey at $2.89. Just go for the Aldi brand. It's called Vita Life, and it's a price reduction down to $1.99. Now, I don't drink too much of this. You probably heard me say it in the past, but it's very fermented and bubbly, so it kind of makes me burp a lot like Homer Simpson. But this is a probiotic drink because it's fermented. So in here are billions of living, healthy gut bacteria. What's interesting about it, even though it's Bobby approved, you'll see cane sugar, but the cane sugar is a sub-ingredient of the kombucha. You need cane sugar to start the fermentation because the bacteria need something to feed on. But I've talked to kombucha makers and almost all of that cane sugar is eaten away or fermented away during the making process. So even though it says there's 18 grams of added, you probably end up with very, very little residual here, and there's no natural flavors, and the remaining sweetness comes from lemon juice, raspberry juice, cherry juice. I prefer it wasn't concentrate, but it's still technically Bobby approved and is incredibly gut friendly. So if you like the booch, this one, not the key lime. The key lime one has natural flavors, I think, but at $1.99, come on. Has anyone ever tried the guacamole from Aldi? This is a newish one. They call it Deli style, and they kind of package it to look like it's a deli. And the ingredients are really clean. And what I like about it is that they use real lime juice. So many of these prepackaged ones, like the one I bought from Whole Foods the other night for Taco Tuesday because my avocados weren't ready, they use lime oil, and it has a really acidic flavor. I actually want to try this because the one I like the most is from Costco and it's exact same ingredients. So I'm wondering if this is very pleasant. And you get a 15-ounce tub for $4.69. I prefer to make my own, but when you have to wait 5 or 6 days for your avocados to get ripe, this could be a good alternative. If you're gonna make a really big salad for a get-together or a picnic, come to Aldi because they have the best deal ever on these huge clamshells. So I like to get organic lettuce when possible. This is a monster pound container here of spring mix, which is nice and tender, for $4.89. Usually the half clamshells are the same price at most grocery stores. Or I don't really like arugula that much, but you can get an arugula baby spinach small shell for $2.89. These are really great, really good deals that you don't want to sleep on when you're trying to make a summer salad. That is it, my friends, for what you should be buying at Aldi in the summertime. Awesome stuff for the grill, cool drinks, and snacks. Do not forget to subscribe. 4 to 6 times a month we're dropping long form videos like this, but 3 to 5 times a week shorts are dropping too. Subscribe so you don't miss out. But one of my favorite stores, Aldi, I leave you like I always do. # keep on cooking. Mad love from me to you, and peace. Bye.